Hi ladies, today we're going to do a short and simple workout for your pelvic floor. And your pelvic floor muscles are just like any other muscles in the body. They need to be strengthened, and we also need to work on flexibility. So let's come into a really relaxing lying position on our backs. So lying supine, have your palms facing up, your feet at hip distance apart with the knees up to the ceiling and the soles of your feet planted into the mat. Close your eyes and just relax into your body. Just take a moment to feel your body. Now just take a moment to understand where your pelvic floor muscles are. So they are very much like a hammock, and their muscles start from the front of the pelvis at the pubic bone. They go all the way back to your tailbone, and then also across to both of your sitting bones. So like a hammock, they support all the organs in the pelvic area, like your bladder, your uterus, and your bowels. So just relax, visualize, and feel your pelvic floor, and understand how the pelvic floor works with your breath. So as you take an inhale, feel your diaphragm drop down and also the pelvic floor relax. As you exhale, you lift up the diaphragm and the pelvic floor finds its contraction and lifts upwards and inwards towards your center. So inhale, diaphragm goes down, pelvic floor relaxes, and exhale, pelvic floor lifts with the diaphragm, just like a little elevator going up the body. Inhale, relax. Exhale, find that contraction, lifting up towards your center. Inhale. Exhale. So follow this pattern of breath work and just try to get that work through the pelvic floor, but without using your buttocks or your hamstrings. And you're feeling the inner tube of your core, your deep core, which is your transverse abdominals, your pelvic floor, your multifidus muscles, and your diaphragm working together like a little tube. And then just open your eyes, and let's work now with a bit more movement. So you're going to take your left leg out to the side and you inhale, and exhale, bring the knee back in, squeeze through the pelvic floor. So inhale on the way out, exhale on the way in. Again, just focusing on those very tiny, small contractions through the pelvic floor. Inhale and exhale. It's very subtle. And understand that, we don't always have to be doing big things to be getting a great workout for the body. So we're working internally. Now, the pelvic floor is useful for many things. And one of the main things that the pelvic floor is fantastic is for actually holding our posture and supporting us all day long. You really need the pelvic floor for lifting, for bending, for carrying. So it's very important. It works with the abdominals. Let's change over now to the right leg. So you inhale as you open, exhale as you come back in. So gentle movement. The rest of the body just stays lovely and calm. Just concentrating your efforts on pulling everything in with your breath. Inhale, exhale. And I find that exhaling out of the mouth really helps. And it's very calming and relaxing to do this. Let's do one more. Now, keeping the hands down by your sides, inhale, relax. And then exhale, just start to squeeze and push up into your bridge. Exhale. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. So relaxing the pelvic floor, exhale, squeeze, work the pelvic floor with the diaphragm. Of course, you will feel the glutes working with this as well. It's just natural, the body will have to work together. Let's do 4 more. And 4. 3, keeping it calm. We don't need to rush. I know sometimes we just want to get everything over and done with, but just use this as a little meditation, relaxation. Bring your hips down and then take your knees up over your hips. So in a tabletop position. Now as you inhale, you open both of the knees out to the side, lovely and wide, and then exhale, squeeze back in. Open out to the side. You will feel the outer thighs. Exhale. Now, of course, you'll have your inner thighs engaging, but try to focus on the pelvic floor, getting that contraction. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do the last one. And then hold. Now keeping the knees over the hips, you're just going to take your left leg down, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So just taking it easy, taking your time, moving with the breath. So you're synchronizing breath with movement. Now there are lots of things that can make our pelvic floor weak. For example, pregnancy or going through the menopause. Being overweight can affect the pelvic floor. Working out too much can put a lot of pressure on the pelvic floor. Also, if you do any heavy lifting, that can really put a strain on the pelvic floor. So there are lots of things that can give weakness there that we might need to add some more strength in. And release. Now bring your knees in towards your center and roll yourself up. Come through anyhow onto all fours. So have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Now, as you inhale, you lift and relax the pelvic floor. You open up the chest. And as you exhale, you find the contraction through the pelvic floor. You drop the tailbone down. You look in between your legs. So you relax the pelvic floor. You stretch the pelvic floor. And then you find that strength. So they're both really important, relaxation and of course strength work. And while you're doing this, you'll feel the relationship of the pelvic floor and how it works with your abdominals, but also your back. The pelvic floor is part of your core. And when it's healthy, we really have a lot of support for the abdominals and the spine. So keep working with your breath. Inhale. Nice deep breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine. Hook your toes under. And start to lift up. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees and just begin to roll up, re-stacking and rebuilding your body. Let's finish with a standing pelvic floor exercise. And I really like this one because you'll see how important your pelvic floor is for your stability and for your posture. Now bend your knees so the knees come comfortably over the second and third toe. Keep the shoulders over the hips and just bring your arms out to the side. As you inhale, you bend your knees into a steep plie. Exhale, come up. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. Exhale, lift up the pelvic floor. So again, imagining that sort of elevator system, you drop it down, relax. The pelvic floor lifts and squeezes. Inhale. Exhale. So feel how the pelvic floor really supports with your abdominals. So now you can see why it's so important for heavy lifting, for carrying, for bending. Following those strong breaths. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last 2. And last 1. And just heel toe your feet together. Take a huge big breath in and out. And we have finished your pelvic floor workout for today. Use this workout as much as you need. And I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.